Hi everyone, welcome to episode 137 of the ArmyThinkTank podcast. I am Jan.
Jess.
And how are we doing this week?
Well, Christmas is approaching.
That's next Monday.
Yeah, we have like a couple of things planned, so it'll be really fun. We're gonna go to Zoo Lights on Saturday.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Christmas Eve, we're not really doing that much. Like we're gonna do, usually we have Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day is just like an apple crisp sort of situation where we're just snacking on that all day. It's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But this year, instead of like making a ham and like all of the stuff, we're gonna do a charcuterie board instead.
Ooh.
And be like a little fancy. There might be cookie cutters involved. I don't know. But yeah, I'll post it what it looks like on my the podcast Instagram story so you guys can see too. But that's kind of the vibe. And then Christmas Day, we're just gonna like chill because we're not doing presents this year because we're going to London as our like present, and so we're just gonna like watch movies and like hang and
that sounds really nice.
Chill. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of my ideal. I was talking to my parents actually, and I was like, you know what, I don't think we should do Christmas gifts anymore. I think we should just like plan a family trip and do that instead. That's what I prefer. Like I don't really care anymore about like gifts for like Christmas and my birthday and stuff. Like it just, I buy, if I want it, I'll just buy it myself. Like
I get that for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like, we should just like do trips, like go to London, go to like different countries and do other things.
Yeah.
Because that's more what I like in my 30s especially want to do, is just do that. And then Boxing Day, we're gonna go to the Keg because my dad got like a gift card from one of his clients. So we're
very nice. Boxing Day is the worst, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Like shopping online.
I hate Boxing Day so much.
It's kind of the worst. I don't know. I also realized, because my friend and I, we went to do some like Black Friday shopping. But honestly, Black Friday is not even worth it anymore. Like Boxing Day, there's not really that many good deals. So it's like, what's the point of going into a store when I can just get it online?
It's not worth, like, just get the deals online at this point.
A
lot of the time the deals online are even better than the actual deals in store.
Deals in store. I know. It's because like what they do nowadays is like mark them up all year and then mark them down for like all of the events like Boxing Day and Black Friday. So you're like paying what the price should be at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting that many deals. I feel like the only deals you could probably get is like electronics, because I feel like those are like
marked. At that point you just do like Cyber Monday.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's
for me it's like getting games, so just like
games. Yeah, like Steam.
But also like Steam has like 4 massive sales a year.
Yeah,
like one for each season.
100%. So like you're gonna get your game eventually, is how I feel about it. I'm not paying, like, okay, I had this discussion actually with my brother, because I'm not paying full price for games anymore. Like $80 for a game that's barely developed, because half the time they put all of their games out and they're not even finished yet. Like, I'm not paying $80 for a game that isn't 100% finished. No.
I understand.
Not anymore. I'll like wait until I see reviews, and like I'll wait a few like months.
A lot of the time for me it'll be games from like a very established franchise or a company, or like a sequel to a game that I've played beforehand. That one I have less remorse / bad feeling about paying full price. But for a game that's like obscure and has a it's like I don't want to.
I'm not paying $80. Like it's ridiculous. No, absolutely not.
This year it'll be the first year I'm experiencing ham for Christmas. because I mean, I've talked about it before, like the tradition in Quebec / with my family is that we do like turkey, meat pie, mashed potatoes, like meatball, pork, like stew kind of thing. Like very traditional Quebec Christmas food.
Yes.
In the past couple years, I think we've just either not really had like a Christmas dinner, or it was just like a potluck. So like, Jacob's dad would take care of the meat. So a lot of the time it'd be like you have ham, you'd have turkey, is like a bunch of like barbecue cuts kind of thing.
Right.
Because I mean we are in Kansas City, so you know it makes sense. And then we'd bring mashed potatoes and everything. But this year, since his dad is out of town for Christmas, so it's gonna be really, really, really chill.
Nice.
So
both of us are having a very chill Christmas.
Yeah. So I think like on the 24th, like Jacob and I aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
I believe his brother is doing something and his girlfriend's family.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, they're having something like midday or like lunch, and then they're gonna be back.
Yeah.
And then 25th in the morning, that's when we do gifts with my parents.
Yeah.
Since I've been here, we do it through FaceTime.
Sure.
So I have an Amazon box upside down in my living room because we have 2 cats that love boxes. So if I don't want them to go in, I had to turn it upside down. But thankfully they're not like very much Christmas tree cats.
Oh, that's good.
Like they've like pawed at some of the down, like the ornaments that are like closer to the floor. But they're all shatterproof, and like the hooks are like literally like tied around the branches.
Yeah.
So if they fall, it's just like the ornament falling off of the thing that holds. It's not even the hook.
Oh, that's.
So I'm just like, oh, whatever.
It's fine.
But so yeah, we're doing that 25th in the morning. We don't really have any like stocking stuffers, like stocking kit, like gifts or whatever. We have like. Jacob's got a bag of jalapeno Cheetos in his, and I have like a bunch of watermelon sour candy.
Love it.
That's about it.
Love it.
But we're having like just the 4 of us. We're like making ourselves a Christmas dinner for the 25th. So like ham, mashed potatoes, some veggies, and I think that morning too we're gonna have some cinnamon rolls. I think that's the plan.
Oh, yes.
So very, very chill.
I like it.
And then whenever his dad and his stepmom comes back,
you'll do like a dinner with them.
Yeah, because they really like giving gifts, so we're just gonna do like a big Christmas / New Year's thing whenever they come back.
Nice.
So that'll be pretty nice. And since they are like about to put their house on sale, it's just like
there's a lot happening.
So there's like no Christmas tree in the house. There's no stockings because they're packed away.
Right.
And so what my stepmom-in-law did is, what are the gifts that are like stocking stuffers are wrapped in wrapping paper with stockings on it.
Yeah.
And any like Christmas tree gifts have wrapping with Christmas trees on it.
Aw, cute.
That kind of make the distinction between the two.
That's so cute. I like that.
So that's basically our plan.
Yeah.
I'm all for like the whole like chill vibe and everything, but I really wish like with everything going on, it could have been like the first year I'm back home at least for a couple of days for Christmas.
Yeah.
Immigration has other plans, but hopefully by like midsummer next year,
it'll be good. Yeah,
I should have my green card and be able to, you know, go back home.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, like, thankfully, my grandparents, like my maternal grandparents, are going to be coming to my parents' house. No, I think they're going to my grandparents' house for a dinner.
Nice.
So I'm going to be able to see them through FaceTime on my mom's phone. So at least I'm going to be able to like see them, wish them a happy holidays, and see how they're doing. So thank God for FaceTime.
True.
Because I would not be able to remotely talk to my grandparents like at all, because they don't have internet, and calling to Canada is expensive.
Yeah.
And my grandma loves to talk, so
honestly fair. So does mine. I understand.
Because like technically I'm the oldest grandchild on both sides.
I'm not,
so yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, on my mom's side it's not by much, it's like by 2 months, but like
still.
My cousin doesn't call a lot. So it is what it is. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Happy holidays. Happy Monday if you do not celebrate any of those.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep talking about holiday stuff, or do you want to go into BTS stuff and then go into? I mean, we're already talking about holiday stuff.
We are talking about holiday
Might
stuff.
as well, you know. Do you have like go-to Christmas songs?
Yes. I feel like it's not a Christmas without Michael Bublé's Christmas album.
I agree.
Listen, as a Canadian, Michael Bublé is a national treasure, and his Christmas album slaps so hard.
I'm sorry.
So hard. It goes hard for no reason, and I really love that for him.
But he's also just got like such a good voice for Christmas.
He's got
music.
such a good voice for Christmas. That like jazzy tone, it really lends itself into Christmas, and I can't not play his music when I'm like doing Christmas. So that, and then I feel like BTS has obviously given us a ton of Christmas like songs and music. So I definitely like the Dynamite Holiday remix is obviously on tap. Christmas Love, Snow Flower, Winter Bear. I feel like Tay actually has given us a lot of Christmas songs.
I mean, Tay, like, but
he loves
just a bit like Michael Bublé has that kind of voice that lends itself to Christmas music very well.
So facts.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just like go by and go watch their Christmas performance
of Dynamite.
Not just Dynamite. Whenever they did like the Christmas songs in duos.
The Christmas songs.
Yeah.
I love watching those videos.
Yeah.
I think this year, like, definitely obviously missing them more than usual during the holidays, because I feel like they always like make like cute photos together and like do all that stuff, and I think I'm just like missing things from that. There is something exciting coming, which we'll talk about later, but yeah, I don't know. I think
for me, I listen to a lot of Pentatonics during the holidays.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they have a giant album.
I mean, they have like an album a year. Yeah. So like they make like amazing covers and their own like music, but I mean acapella is just like really good for Christmas music, just the whole choir vibe and everything, but they also do it like so very well. I also like a lot of the Glee renditions of Christmas songs that they've done on the show.
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones in there.
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones. So sometimes those like kind of sprinkles themselves around. Yeah.
Sure.
But mainly my Christmas playlist is like the BTS song you mentioned, but also like just a shit ton of Pentatonics, because I mean, one, you guys know I love Pentatonics, and
she does. It's facts.
But I also like actually fully listen to Christmas Evil by Stray Kids for the first time this year.
Oh, you just listened to that song?
Like the full thing and watched the video. I knew of it, and I know the memes, and I know it's a classic. Yeah. Even though it came out like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It's like fairly recent.
It's a new song, yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it's added itself for sure.
Yeah. I like have like a holiday with Bangtan like playlist that I'll like go through, like the Butter Holiday, Christmas Snow is on there, Life Goes On, Christmas Tree by V.
Oh my god, Les Seraphim made a holiday version of Perfect Night.
Yeah, Yeah.
And it kind of slaps.
It kind of, I don't know, like, the Dynamite holiday remix, like, I love Dynamite for sure. Love her. She's a queen. But the holiday remix goes hard. Like, it lends itself so well. I honestly think it's even better than the Butter holiday remix.
I agree. 1,000%.
Dynamite just, like, lends itself to.
Well, that's just like Dynamite had like so many remixes, but also like. Remember when I went on the cruise last year and I got reposted and the song in the background was Dynamite Tropical Remix?
Yeah.
So it's like, it just works so well. It's so many different like kind of genre and moods.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It just slaps so hard. And the video that they did with their remix is so cute because they had like the handheld and they were just like singing and having fun. Like, I don't know.
Yes, for sure.
Especially because it was like, that was like COVID time, right? So like.
Yes. Carol of the Bells in general is like one of my favorite Christmas songs.
Oh. I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas song.
It's just like one that always like pops up in my mind that I just really, really like.
I don't know. I like the
somehow it gives Catholic vibes.
Vibes. I don't know, like Run Run Rudolph is pretty fun. Jingle Bell Rock, I feel like is the classic of all classic.
Yes. Little Drummer Boy, love that.
Silent Night, I feel like is another like banger classic. That's also very like
Joy to the World.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of my experiences with Christmas songs, because my grandparents were very much like, we go to church on Christmas type vibes, like Christmas
Same
Eve.
here, don't worry about it.
So a lot of like, and I was in choir, like I was in the church choir as well.
That's
so
you.
A lot of the like Christmas songs, I have like PTSD from that. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand.
It's just like Silent Night sticks out to me as like one of those songs where I was like, oh god, I not only have to
know
sing
how
this
many
song,
years I played a freaking angel in the Christmas Eve like kids theater mass, okay?
But like now that I don't do that anymore, I feel
like probably haven't been for a while. You're able to distance yourself a little bit.
Yeah. Probably since like high school, because I went to a Catholic high school, so it's been like decades. It's been some decades in between.
That probably didn't help.
No.
For me, it's also been like at least like a solid 10 years since I haven't been to like church.
It's been at least
unless for like occasions,
decades.
Yeah. Like a
not even then. Not even then. Anyway, yeah. Do you watch like what are your like favorite Christmas movies?
The Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
I love those movies.
She was ready for that. She was ready.
I love the Santa Claus. It's a classic.
It is a classic.
I grew up with them. It is so good. I mean, who who?
It's true. It's great.
Doesn't remember Santa falling from the roof and dying?
He killed Santa. Like, I don't know.
So good.
It's so good.
I love that movie so much. But also, there's just something about like those Hallmark, very like I was gonna say cheap, but like cheesy is the word. Cheesy romance Christmas movies.
They're also cheap. Trust me, I've worked on a few. They're cheap as well. Don't.
But there's just something that just makes them okay during the Christmas season, like the holiday season.
They have the market on holiday. I feel like they like pump them out like there's no tomorrow.
What was the one with Vanessa Hudgens? Was it like the Christmas Switch?
The Christmas Switch. There's also one.
They made a second one.
They made 3. There's also what's that one with the prince?
I know which one you're talking about.
You know which one I'm talking about? The Netflix one that they made 2 of?
Okay, wait. Let me open up Netflix right now.
There's also like the one with Lindsay Lohan.
Because I've watched the one you're talking about.
Yes. It's like the Christmas Prince or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, another one that's not actually cheesy, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
The Christmas Chronicles.
Oh,
is actually really good. It gives the Santa Claus vibes.
Yeah.
Holiday is also very cheesy.
Yeah,
it is A Christmas Prince.
A Christmas Prince. I knew it. Yep. Okay. Yeah. A Christmas Prince. They made 2 of those.
Yeah. Didn't they make a third one this year?
Did they?
Let me check.
Please check, because I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Seriously?
There's A Christmas Prince.
Yeah.
A Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding.
Yeah.
And then this year's A Christmas Prince, The Royal Baby.
That's too many. That's too many. My favorite holiday movie, and we watch it every year, and like we'll quote it throughout the year as like a fam. It's like it's a tradition that we've created. But mine is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That is top tier for me. 100% of the time.
It's
incredible.
I understand.
It's incredible. There's just something about that. Like, it's so funny. Every time I watch it, it gets funnier and funnier. Like, I don't know what it is. We also watched Scrooged a lot as well with Bill Murray.
Hilarious. Yeah, growing up, like when I was older, we would put this a Santa Claus all 3 of them back to back while my mom and I would make the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's also what is that movie? The Grinch with Jim Carrey is a classic.
That's what we watched this year while we were making the tree.
So funny. Jim Carrey really embodied the Grinch just like so well. Like, I don't know. If we were gonna have
we also watched A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is great. I feel like Jim Carrey, like, that is how you do a live action adaptation of something.
True. True.
It slapped so hard. It was so good. It was so good.
There's so many holiday movies over here.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know. There's so many of them.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
Jesus Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are kind of just those are the movies that we watch like every year without fail.
Do you have like a Christmas gift that you've received that just pops into your mind as one of the most memorable? It can be either good or bad.
Oh, okay. I actually do, and this one is good. So behind me is this poster of the boys, and I have one in front of me that's of the Black Swan Map of the Soul 7 one. The like wings, the black wings version of that. So this was like 2020, height of COVID. My mother was in the hospital, and they could not come down to see either Matt or myself. My dad came down to drop off gifts. And I had given them the posters, but I hadn't like said anything about like the colors or the style or anything like that. So when I opened them, I definitely cried a lot.
Like, I remember that because that was around when we like met / started like working together.
Yeah.
As if we can call it working. But I remember you telling me this.
Yes.
And you proudly showing me the posters.
Yeah. Well, because it's just such a sweet gesture because they were professionally framed by somebody who like had done a lot of our professionally framed posters that we have in our house. But these ones were just so special because it was like, you know, we had such a hard year, and BTS had been such an important staple of my life, and I had finally like shared that with them. And so this was kind of like a symbol of them accepting this is a part of my life. And I felt like I could be like more open about my love of them. Obviously now.
Yeah, I mean.
But it was kind of like, it was a significant moment. And it was kind of like sad at the same time because I wasn't physically like with them in the space. because we had to like talk on FaceTime.
Yeah, 2020 holidays were especially hard.
They were really rough. Like you know, we had to like FaceTime the parents, and then we just like didn't do anything. Like we didn't have a Christmas dinner. We didn't have like really anything. Like my mom had made some stuff for us, but it was just like it wasn't the same as like being in the same room with your parents or like with
it was
people that you love. I don't know.
Christmas 2020 was one of the last like video call holiday dinner that we've had with my grandma out of the hospital.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an especially. I totally agree with you. It's an especially difficult holiday.
That one, like, not only just the gift like stands out in my mind, but just like the parents
thought behind it.
Yeah, the thought behind it, and like my parents, I don't think I've ever gotten a terrible gift from them because I feel like they listen to Matt and I really well, and they ask us what we would want, and usually they'll get like a combined gift for Matt and I since we live in the same space.
Yeah.
So that one is more like a practical thing. Like we have one year they got us like a freezer or a rice cooker or like things that are like useful for us household stuff. And then the gifts that we actually like get are more like like one year I got an iPad for Christmas. Like that kind of stuff where it's like they were like listening throughout the year of like me complaining about like
more tailored to your personal like needs.
100%. And I think like as we've gotten older, the gifts have sort of they're less of a surprise and more of a what do you want for Christmas? And also like I'm just gonna buy it myself if I want it. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's not really about the gift, it's just about spending time with my family.
And it's also definitely about the thoughts. Like it can be something like absolutely ridiculous and silly. Like my mom every year would give me socks.
100%. My parents were the same. Yeah. And they would be like the most ridiculous, like outrageous socks, but they were like the best socks ever. I feel like our stockings for sure usually are more like the like gag gifts or like
for sure, because they're usually like smaller things.
100%.
I think one year I put in my brother's stocking like a small yellow ball with the poop emoji on it.
Incredible.
And like the year after, he gave me like a unicorn keychain that if you squeeze a unicorn, his butt come out.
That's so funny.
So
stop. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, you know, as long as you're like listening throughout the year and or like mom or dad will like ask Matt what I want and they'll do the same like for me.
It also works like really good for you guys since you live with your brother.
Exactly. Yeah, I can like be like, yo, what do you want? And like for Matt and I don't think that, you know, we don't necessarily get each other gifts or like because we live in the same space, like we're constantly doing stuff for each other anyway. I don't know. I really love that my parents are thoughtful and like listen to the things we say, even if it's a gift card, because I feel like they like know, they're like, well, I don't know necessarily like what you want to buy from the store, but I know that you really like it, so
so here's me contributing to you like buying this thing.
Exactly. Because I know like some people don't like getting gift cards, but I don't mind getting that or just
I don't
like,
mind either.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I'm at the point where I'm just like because that's why like Jacob and I give Amazon wish lists. To my parents every 100%. Year now. Because one, it's easier because they can just like have them ship directly to us. Like wrapped and everything. And it's just like if you don't have the exact link or whatever, it's like it's always better to just like get a gift card or
100%. 100%. Because like everybody's personal style is so different that I just feel bad getting somebody something that's like not their personal taste.
Yeah, it's like if it's not something that I know 100% that they're gonna like.
Yeah, it's
like
I don't know. But yeah, what about you? What was your best, worst? Best or worst, I guess.
I don't think I've ever had like a worst, but there are definitely two like memorable things that comes to mind. I'll go with the easier one to like explain kind of. Yeah. 1 year when I was in college, I had two like English literature classes. One was more like classic English lit, and the second one was Canadian English lit.
Yeah.
And my like classic English lit, I was able to do my final project on Pride and Prejudice. And that was a book that I've like had wanted to read for a really long time.
Right.
And I fell in love with Jane Austen and her writing. And so a year or two after that, my mom got me the entire Jane Austen collection.
Oh wow.
With like beautiful like embroidered hardcovers.
Incredible.
Which is one of the first things that I packed whenever I was moving. I was like, I am not separating myself from this book collection. This is my pride and joy.
Yeah.
So that was definitely one that like comes to mind every single time.
Right.
It is absolutely beautiful and I love it so much. Another one was kind of a tradition that my paternal grandma started when my brother and I were like really, really young.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd know those like kind of like little like ceramic like statues with the very dangly feet.
Yeah.
Like the dangly feet. Yeah. So every year for Christmas, my grandma would get one for myself, my brother, and my cousin.
Oh, that's fun.
They were all like different but matching.
Yeah.
And so that was like her like stocking stuffer for us. So every year, cute. Every single year since we were kids, up until I would say up until she passed.
Right.
So like 2020 was her last Christmas, so that one she couldn't really do it.
Right.
So 2019
was the last one.
I think so, yes.
Okay.
She would get us one every single year. Each, like all three of us. So I have a freaking collection. That is still at my parents'.
That's hilarious.
My mom will eventually like wrap them and ship them to me.
Yeah.
But that was like a cool and silly tradition.
That's really fun.
Now that she's gone, I miss it so very much. Because in the last couple of Christmas that she was there and Jacob came and visit, she bought a fourth one so he could also get one.
That's really cute.
So those are like something that I will always like remember and cherish forever. Even though she's just like that was like that. It's so cheesy and it's so like silly. It's such a dust catcher.
Yeah.
But it's a tradition that she started and I will always remember it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, I got a little something in my throat there.
Oh no.
I miss my family so much.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but what can you do?
Nothing much.
Look. Oh, come here. Never mind. The cat left.
Disappeared.
It is copied. Was there anything else Christmas related you wanted to bring up? Otherwise, we can go into our couple BTS rules.
Nothing really.
Okay, before I start crying.
Yes.
So there was a couple BTS news this week. So well, the I think that's the photo book for the documentary, correct?
Yes.
That got released?
I believe so, yeah.
So
yeah, that was released.
New photo book.
We got a new photo book. Yeah, I mean it's like all of the photos, like they have a bunch of photos from different like eras in the photo book
over
and
the
stuff.
Years
Yeah. It's on Weverse. You can pre-order it now.
Yeah. Speaking of, the documentary is out. On the Disney Plus.
Yes, 2 episodes have dropped already. They'll be releasing 2 every week, I believe is how they're going to be doing that. So we got the first 2 episodes. I will say, please watch the whole episode before you go to social media. Because a lot of people tend to take things out of context. Like they take a sentence or a phrase out of context, and you need to watch the whole thing to connect those things together. So be very cautious when you see opinions about the documentary on Twitter or social media. Specifically Twitter, but like social media in general.
But like also just like allow yourself to form your own opinions before 100%. You go dig in on social media.
100%.
And then make someone else's opinion before you make your own.
Yeah. And again, this documentary is focused on them and their journey from start to finish. And so there's going to be a lot of things that we didn't necessarily maybe know at the time, but
or
we
like
do
not
now.
As much in depth that they're
like we knew, but like how in depth we knew maybe will change your perception on certain events. I find it funny because like one thing that sticks in my mind is they were talking about Seesaw because Yoongi had quoted it in the documentary, and it's about, you know, the boys. It's about BTS. It's about they're breaking up because at the time in like 2017, 2018, they were thinking about disbanding. And everybody was like, it was about BTS. And I was like, it was from the beginning. Hello? Did you not read the lyrics? It's always been about BTS. What?
Have you not realized that like most of their solo songs are about each other?
I was just so confused. And like Tear as an album is about that time period. It is about BTS disbanding. Like that's the entirety of that album is about that. And I was like, how?
It's like they write their songs with like a specific or not. It's like they, with some things in mind, and then you understand that what they're trying to say, and then you can also put your own.
Of course, you're gonna have like
reasoning on it. But I'm just like, how could you not? I'm sorry.
What? It was so confusing to me because I'm like, my friend and I were talking about this because I was like, there was like an entire Twitter thread about people who were like, Seesaw's about BTS? What do you mean?
Yes!
It's always been about BTS. It's always been about BTS. Always. But anyway, that's an example of like, yeah, so just like watch the documentary, form your own opinions, and then go to social media to see other people's views.
Of course.
But don't take things out of context is what
I'm also just like, as I said earlier, form your own opinion first.
Of course.
And then if you're confused, maybe you'll find something useful. Sometimes.
Be very cautious.
BTS released 93 singles this year and 5 albums.
So I saw this on somebody's thread. We have gotten 93 songs from BTS this year.
Oh god.
They're supposed to be on a hiatus. What happened?
It was never a hiatus.
Jesus. Yeah, so yeah, we have 5 albums this year, which is absolutely crazy to me. And the 5 I'm including, like realistically we got 4 albums this year and then a re-release of Jack in the Box because we got a physical album of it. But I still count it because it's still a physical album.
No, I agree.
So
you are correct.
Almost 100 songs this year. Like,
bruh.
What?
Speaking of music, Jimin over here, coming out of fucking left field into our fields. He's got a single coming out on, tomorrow as this is coming out.
Yes.
Called Closer Than This.
Who's ready to cry?
For the armies.
Yeah, here's what I have.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. I'm never ready. I have a feeling that the boys as like a whole will have a lot of like singles be coming out minus Junie, who I think will have an album, but it's not June. But I honestly feel like we'll get a lot of sprinkling of music that they've already done and that they want to release for us.
Yes.
Until they're all back in 2025. So I have a feeling in 2024 we'll be getting a lot of these kind of singles that'll be like released on Spotify.
And I mean, we get Jin for Festa.
And we get Jin for Festa, everybody! The astronaut is coming back. So
I'm just saying.
And Hobie's coming back in September, so
yep.
We're gonna be getting them.
So like when you look at it, it's only 6 months without any of the boys.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad.
And the funniest thing is, like, we have already started, like, charting songs.
We're so fucking dramatic.
We're so dramatic. Like, charting Spring Day and Outro Tier. Okay.
Then Bulletproof Part 2.
Yes.
Also chart.
Yeah, we're just starting from the beginning and working our way up. There's also this really funny thing, because if you didn't know, BTS has, when they were first like starting to form their fan base, they were kind of between names. So at one point we were about to be called Bells, which first of all, absolutely not. Just like shaking a bell. So what's funny is the Tay says we're not funny, but honestly, he's a liar, because we're hilarious. I see on TikTok a lot of like, oh, this new group is coming out. They're like 7. Their fandom name is called Bells. What's good? It's hilarious to see
also, all the freaking memes about, but if BTS is in the army, does that mean that we are now BTS?
Yeah. Yes. We're keeping ourselves very entertained, and I'm kind of here for the clownery that's going on.
Guys, we are now BTS.
We are not okay as a fandom, just throwing that out there.
We're coping the best we can. Okay?
We are coping the best that we can, all right? But I'm looking so forward to this song. I think we got a little sneak peek on Insta this morning. Yes. The This Is Jimin hashtag, I think we finally know what it is. It's this new single.
Did you want to react to it, or shall we cry in our own time?
I mean, yeah, we can react to it.
Cool. So look forward to that on Sunday, I guess.
On Christmas
Eve.
You get a nice little special Christmas Eve gift. You're welcome.
Last minute Christmas gift. Let's go.
Let's go.
And last thing, we got the promotion sketch for 7 by JK.
Jungkook?
I mean,
the man. Listen.
Yeah.
That man. I just don't understand how he can go from the squishy, like, little child into the man that he is in like 30 seconds.
And then he doesn't want us to call him cute.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but you will never not be cute to me. Yes, you're like sexy and like hot and a full-grown adult, but you're still cute. I'm sorry, but I'm never not gonna call you cute.
Yeah, I agree.
Fight me. Literally fight me.
Literally fight me.
Literally.
Shall we go into our songs of the week then?
Yes, I think we should.
What are your songs this week, Jerica?
So, my BTS song is Just One Day. I feel like since we're going back in time, this is probably one of my favorite singles from the album School Love Affair.
It's the first song that I knew how to sing.
Yeah, I mean, all armies, you know. I don't know, there's something really special about it, and it came obviously like on my playlist the other day, and I was like, oh, this song, it just hits, it slaps, it like gives me all the feels, but like still keeps me in that like warm gush like feeling, you know? And my non-BTS song is a Christmas song, obviously in honor of Jimin. It's Christmas Love. Because Christmas, I love you. Jen, what are your songs this week?
My BTS song this week is Abyss by Jin.
Oh, God. Woo! We're really just going in, hey?
Listen, I've been in that kind of like...
It's the holidays.
Sadder, nostalgia kind of mood.
I get it.
It took everything in me to not put I can't remember the title. Give me one hot second. Raise Your Glass by Yoonjin from The Serpent. It took like everything within me. But Abyss was like a close second.
I get it.
And my non-BTS song is Winter Bear by the Winter Bear himself, Tay.
That song, I love that song so much.
I'm so happy we finally have it on Spotify now.
Me too. Like, honestly, that plays all the time. Like, I was listening, I was listening to my layover playlist, and that song came on, and I was like, oh, Tay, my winter bear.
Oh, Winter Bear.
But
sorry. Yeah. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this week's episode.
Yes.
As usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST.
Yeah.
You can listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcasts on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at ArmyThinkTank or at ArmyThinkTank Podcast. And otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Don't forget our surprise on Christmas Eve.
Just for you.
Otherwise, we'll see you guys next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
Bye.